Lennart and his wife Britt bought their house in the Swedish countryside with a traditional loan. In 1992 they went as far as paying a 13.7 floating interest rate on their debt, that's roughly 40,000 euros today. Back then they discovered JAK and began to save money in order to gain saving points. In 1997 they moved their mortgage to JAK and obtained a 10 years loan with a 1.4 fixed interest rate that was the rate of the bank back then. Like most JAK borrowers, they were forced to deposit post savings, but altogether they paid much less through JAK if compared to 1992 installments, and at the same time they were saving money for the future. What do you think about this system at the end?
I think it's been wonderful. I have seen how my debts has reduced every month. In the ordinary bank, it didn't reduce the debt. It only paid the interest and a small amount to reduce the debt. My husband will retire a bit earlier because also we have less expensive. So he has retired 16 months earlier than he should.
When I visited them, they had just finished paying off their debt and automatically, after a few months, they were able to withdraw their post savings. 20,000 euros were the amount of the post savings that were transferred to a traditional bank account. In fact, all JAK members need an account with a traditional bank in order to make payments and cash withdrawals, since JAK doesn't offer this service. But nowadays, has a JAK loan higher installments than a traditional loan?
It's like now you have only 4 or 5% interest, then every month you have to pay more to JAK for the post savings, and that perhaps for a young family with children it can be a difficulty. And I know that some people, they divide their loans into many shorter loans, one part for 5, one part for 10, so they get their post savings after a while.
Martin lives in Helsingborg. He recently bought a house which he paid 210,000 euros. He made a 5-year loan with JAK to cover 5% of the total debt. The rest is going to be paid through a 30-year loan with a traditional bank. Why are you taking these short-term loans with JAK?
Because the after saving makes it impossible to have higher loans. So that's why I take as much as I can to afford. And a short term I think is also good, because then I got renovation and I pay back and then I have a new one, instead of having a big loan which I pay for a long term.
What's the effective interest rate of this 5 years loan?
The JAK loan, it's about 2.4%.
There are other important differences that persuade JAK members to take part in this alternative financial system, even in ideal terms only.
JAK is very local focused. We are not interested in going to China. We are interested in what's happening in the local area, and we invest money in the local area. And it's also, I think, we'd like to have it there from now and to 2 generations away, not to be there just for a couple of years and then disappear. This is what I call a sustainable economy.
Mellanfjorden is a little fisherman's town in northern Sweden. Eva is an entrepreneur. She works in tourism and also manufactures fishing nets. She got a JAK loan to buy a boat engine.
The main thing is that if we don't have got contact with JAK, we should have must stop the company.
Why?
Because all other banks say no, we didn't get 1 Swedish crown for them. So JAK was the only way out. It's very, very difficult now in Sweden, that is my opinion, to have small companies, and you have to have very, very good results if the big bank should believe in your company. My opinion is that this kind of bank that JAK is a society that are more near the human being. And if you take this kind of land that we are living in north of Sweden, this is not a big town, it's small societies, And that is very important that JAK is coming here and help us to start companies, and then young people can stay here, live here and have jobs and so on.